beautiful friends. Hello. So I wanted to come in here and give you guys all my love and let you know that, or really ask you the question, what if there was one thing that could truly change your life? Like, what if it came down to one thing that could truly transform your life, like shift it into what you really want your life to be? Well, the reality is that there is one thing. There is one thing. And I feel inspired to speak about this because a client I'm working with privately right now, we talked about this. She was putting this into action. Oh my God! Mandy! Sorry, you guys, but Mandy Schut is here. And Schut, Mandy Schut, right? And she is just blowing my mind. I just saw her in our Diamond Process Coach training for the Accelerated Apprentices, and holy Shazam, we're doing this. I'm amazed. Okay, sidetracked for a moment because my goodness, a lot of amazing things are happening. And I'm sorry, you guys, if I've been missing on video a bit, but we're in the middle of enrollment for Coach Training Program and everything's been going into that. Hello, Veronica, your positivity is contagious. Thank you. And that's why I'm sharing this, because we each have so much power to really live the life that we're here to live and inspire others to do the same. Oh, like this one. What do you think, little monkey? She agrees. So I want to share with you guys the one tool or the one thing that literally has the power to transform your life. I don't want to say in an instant, but it's really over time. Thank you, Amir. You're awesome. I know, she's the cutest. So here's the thing. What I was just in Boulder sitting with one of my teachers. Hi, Anna. And what he was saying was so incredibly rich and profound, and it is the truth. He basically said that your life is an arrow. Your life is an arrow, and it is pointing in some direction. But the reality is, it's essential to know what your target is and to choose a high target, meaning to choose a target, to choose a target that is going to drive your life in the direction of what your soul is longing for rather than what your ego wants, right? So a good day for the ego is a good day for the soul is often a bad day for the ego, is what Reverend Michael often says. I love that. But it's really about what is going to drive your soul to its goal. And the soul's goal is wholeness, right? So we are here for so much more than just getting what we want and being in our comfort zones and all of that. We're here to be free. We're here to be self-actualized. And for you specifically, whatever your thing is, you know what that is. You've touched it before. We have all had those moments of radical realization of just beauty and magic and bliss in our lives. So the key is to look at and clarify, what is your target? What do you want? So for the client I was talking about, for example, what she really wants is to be of service in a way that feels so incredibly good and honest and alive for her. Susan's here. Yes. And so what she was saying. Oh, good, Amir. That's great. So what she was saying is that she has this vision, but she's been in a comparison hangover. She keeps comparing herself to other leaders, and so she gets really stuck. So what my guide was saying, hi Lynn, was saying this past weekend, a weekend ago, is that it's essential to pick your target and to know that your life is your target. What does that mean? What that means is that our life is constantly pointing us in the direction of what we want or away from what we want. And so we need to know what the target is in order to actually get there. So what that means is, every day, the one thing that literally can transform our lives over time, and it is the simplest thing, is to choose one daily habit, one daily practice that is going to shoot the arrow of your life in the direction of what you want. So the client I've been working with, her thing that has been putting her into self-doubt, comparison hangover, really struggling with her mindset and comparing herself to other leaders and not creating as a result, or beating herself up as a result, is that, oh, this hurts my heart, but first thing in the morning, she has her phone in her hand pretty much, or her iPad, and she checks it. That's the first thing she does as soon as she opens her eyes. And she has stomach issues. stomach challenges, opportunities that she's working through with her health. And as soon as she checks her phone, she feels stomach pain. But she's been doing this for years. So what we talked about is that one habit has the power to change her life. So what she's been doing is scrolling on Instagram and looking at what everyone else is creating and feeling really bad about what she's not creating. And this is just an example. I invite you to ask yourself in your life, what is the woman process book? So when she shifted, what we got to was, okay, what would replace that habit? So here's what you do. You look at a habit that's bringing you down. There's some payoff that that habit is giving you right now. So you want to replace that habit with something that's going to give you the same payoff, but it's going to shoot your life in the direction of that target instead of away from the target. So the payoff for her looking through Instagram first thing in the morning is that she's just seeking connection. She's just wanting to feel connected and like she belongs to a larger group of, that's a big human need for us to be connected. So what we got to was it wasn't actually fulfilling that sense of connection for her. It was making her feel sick. So now we reached for a different habit to put in her place that would give her a sense of connection. What was that? Well, for her, it could be anything. It could be ideally a meditation practice first thing in the morning. But for her, what we went with is to freeform write first thing in the morning, just for 5 mornings in a row. Let the feelings, give the feelings a voice. Because what most of us do is we wake up in the morning and we have an overwhelming sense of feelings that we don't want to deal with. So we usually reach for social media, many people do, in order to stifle those feelings. So what she does is, what she was doing was reaching for social media, making her feel worse. So the opportunity now is to break that limited habit that's pulling us away from what we want and now choose something that pushes us in that direction. Your life is your arrow. So the thing she chose, unleash those feelings. Give the feelings a voice and give them the right to express. Stand for herself. Connect, that's what she wants, with herself first, and then it's much easier to feel connected to others out there. We have to feel that sense of connection inside first, right? Well, here's the thing. This sounds really simple and easy, but I got an email from her on Thursday saying, I've fallen off the wagon and I'm so sorry, but I can't do this. I haven't been able to do it and it's gotten worse. I've been cheating and reaching for my phone in the middle of my writing, and now I'm at the point where I'm no longer writing. So that's not the problem. That's actually powerful right there. She reached out. She told me what was going on. That's power. But where most people get stuck is we beat ourselves up saying, I failed. And I'll never be able to do it. Might as well just go back to the comfort zone, which is the pain in the stomach, the sick feeling, the small, I can't do it. Let me just see what other people are doing, as her example. Instead, the power here, yes, the inside out strategy, the power here, the one thing that could truly change your life right now, and it comes down to one word, is perseverance. When we fall, we get back up. My client did not fail. She actually is succeeding. What some people say is failing forward. You're failing forward. The failures are not to push us back. They're to help us persevere. The people who reach the target are the ones who persevere in the hardest moments. Your hard moments are where your character is built. The hard moments, and a lot of us on the spiritual path, and this was me for so long, is when things get hard, it's too hard, it's not meant to be. That was like the total spiritual bypass statement. Yeah, beautiful. Fail, but fail better. So is there an area in your life where you started to change? You started to go for something? We're seeing this a lot right now through enrollment. A lot of the enrollment conversations we're having for the coach training program, people crystal clear, I have to do this. They say yes, and then they suddenly start the old programming and the conditioning and the fear kicks in, and it can be so convincing that, oh my God, I can't, or it's not the right time. So whatever that thing is for you that you were moving towards, and then you suddenly stopped, or you failed, you thought you failed, right? And you didn't keep going. You have a choice right now to go forward anyway right now. Because the truth is, there will never be a better time than now, because there is no other time. I know, Mandy, you are such an example of what it looks like, and I honor you with every cell of my being. Mandy is an example of somebody who has done everything to make sure that she can do this coach training program. And I'm talking, this is a stretch. This is a massive commitment, investment of time, of energy, of finances. So this is a perfect example of someone saying, and I went through this last year with my coach and everything has shifted as a result, is that it's about going, oh my God, there is something so much bigger at the other side of my comfort zone, but it's going to require you giving up the person you've been in order to become the person you're here to be. In order to reach the target, we have to let go of the person we've been in order to reach the destination we're going. I love you, sister, with all my heart. And what you're doing for you is going to be helping your future clients as well. There have been a few people who have had massive breakthroughs to jump into our program, and I could not have stood that ground with them and like seen the potential for them and helped them break through if I hadn't broken through myself last year. So for everyone who's watching, I want you to ask yourself, what is the thing in your life that you want? And really start with something daily, like a daily habit. What is that one daily habit that is a cornerstone? It might be getting more sleep, going to sleep a little earlier. It might be having one green juice a day. It might be no longer talking to that person or reaching for that ex-husband or boyfriend or girlfriend who sends you into a spin and makes you feel disconnected from yourself or keeps you from the relationship you truly want. It might be beating yourself up, self-criticism, and put another practice in place that's going to replace that one. The phone in the morning is a big one for a lot of us. So meditate in the morning, or just take 20 minutes in the morning before reaching for technology and light a candle, say a prayer, or set an intention, put on essential oils, do some self-care, drink 2 glasses of water. Try that for 5 days and know that the one thing that separates you from people who don't reach their intended destination is one word, and that is perseverance. You are incredibly powerful. You are capable of anything. And what's pulling you forward, those little tricks of the mind that try to talk you off the path, it's just about noticing them, tracking them, and going, I'm going to move forward anyway. Because who I was would have stopped right here. Where I'm going requires me to be the person that moves through this block that used to keep me in this comfort zone. So what is that uncomfortable next step for you that is opening up the next phase of your life for you? I went through a hermit stage, but I'm starting to feel like I'm breaking through. Beautiful. And who can you enroll in your life to help you move in that direction? Like, I invite you to call a friend and say, hey, I've been in a hermit stage. It's been incredibly awesome and valuable. I think for all of us, that's very valuable at some point in our lives. And when you feel yourself now starting to emerge, share that with a friend and ask them to check on you. Ask for what you need to make sure that you can, you're held accountable. Because there's likely something emerging for you right now. I think your name was Lynn, but I'm not sure because it went away, the comments. You know, whatever that is, make sure that you have accountability, because accountability is the one thing that makes a difference between accelerating forward expediently and staying where we are for a long period of time. I'm good. It's really good to be with you too. We look for answers outside, but they're always inside. Yes. So to encapsulate, what is that one habit you can shift in your life right now that is a simple habit that you can put in its place, a habit that feels so good to your soul and your body and your mind? And how can you, when you fall or you don't do it one day or you miss a day, realize that it's not that you have failed. It's just a trick of life saying, is she going to persevere or is he going to persevere and keep going, and drop the commentary about how you failed and instead prove your success by starting again today. Every moment is an opportunity to begin again and to redeclare what you are really here to do, live, and be. So I love you guys with all my heart. So does my beautiful little kitty cat, who's very comfortable on me right now. And I'm sending you guys wishes for a gorgeous weekend, and thank you for saying yes to your dreams. And Mandy, thank you for being an example of what's possible when you throw all doubt out and move forward powerfully from where your heart is guiding you. right? So all my love, you guys. And if you are interested in the coach training program, we are starting on May 19th. So you can go to diamondprocesscoach.com, and if it interests you, fill out the application at the bottom at diamondprocesscoach.com, and that will yeah, then we can check out and see if you're a fit for the program, connect, and set up a call, okay? I love you guys with all my heart. Enjoy this weekend to the fullest. And just like I said, Jason and I, to our accelerated apprentices on our call this morning, how can you up your self-care today? What's one thing you can do? Okay. Mwah, mwah. Bye, guys.